the world is crazy with Trump. And so we want to build a community and connect to other people out there so that we can get through the next 2 years. It's insane.
I just want to collectively have a nervous breakdown instead of doing it by myself. Because I just keep doing it by myself.
Right. Exactly. And I hear there are enough people having this problem. Okay, there are enough women. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
We are in our midlife. We are of a generation that has been fairly hands-off, and that's got to end. So that's part of it. I think the Gen X lifestyle of letting things go, we got to be done with that shit.
I don't think we'd let things go. I think we just never got. If I think of like a relay race and like the boomers like fucking never like pass the baton back.
Never. They're still fucking controlling everything.
They won't retire. It's true. I think we are like the guy.
I think it really hit me recently that we don't have leadership of our generation at all. In fact, it skipped. So now there's millennials coming up in charge.
Only Gen Xers that I know of that I could truly say like leaders. There's some of the tech bros. But
most of them are
the Gen
millennials.
Xers, but exactly. So they came in like after the fact. So I mean, like Bill Gates, prime example, because now is
he not a boomer?
Is he?
Jesus, he's a boomer. He's a boomer.
I guess
he's the Epstein class.
He is.
We'll get to that eventually.
Yeah, I guess he's old as fuck too. We
wanted to basically get together to talk and have these conversations, and we'll be able to do it even when we're apart. We're in my she shed, which is ridiculous, but my ex-husband built this during the pandemic. And I think that coming together to sort of unshed some of our burdens with you and with my friend, and that way we can sort of share some of the crazy, because that's part of it. It's partly motivating. You know, I'm like the go protest motivator, and you're the one that's like, I'm going nuts. And
I'm like, all right, manifesto, and then not give it to anybody unless it's a boss, and then they fire me because I have done that too.
Oh yeah, background. I work. I shouldn't say past tense because I'm technically not out of the business, but I have been in film and television as a production designer and art director for more than 20 years, and that industry has just fallen apart. So yay,
And I started off as a sociology major wanting to save the world. And then I read Bill Gates' book, The Road Ahead. Mine was like 19. It was like, I think I want to work at Microsoft, which is dumb because like I didn't even know computers, but whatever. And then by the time I was 25, that's when I had family there and they were like, you should move out here. And I was like, why not? I'll do that. And then I got hired on in Microsoft and that was my life.
So you were in tech for as long as I was in film.
Mm-hmm.
Like
25 years.
That is 25 years. So we're the same. We basically lived parallel lives in different industries that both took a shit right around COVID.
Yeah.
But you have 2 children.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't. So I'm one of those. And I'm not a cat lady. I'm a dog person. But yeah. And then we both went through divorces.
I had 2 divorces because I like to learn things multiple times. Because I left Microsoft twice.
And both of us felt like we were...
Like I just, third time's going to be... Well, third time wasn't a charm. Third time was not a charm because then I fell and got concussions and then I went on disability leave and then they laid me off. So I guess it was kind of third time was a charm because I finally got away.
Yeah.
And it did feel like that. It felt like it was... And hands down, time leaving Microsoft and all of that with Microsoft is worse than like all of the divorces I've had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
hands
leaving
down.
your career. So I was married for 17 years to a man that I've known since I was 15. So we knew each other for almost 30 years. And so
I was maybe that if I put them together.
But I was going to say, like, the career loss.
Yes.
Totally. The career loss is harder in some ways than, not that the marriage isn't hard, and it's still hard. We both went through divorce at the same time, but we had very different divorce experiences. Yeah. But besides that, there is a different loss with your career. And mine is such a weird thing too, because my career's not over because I say it's over. It just... production just left the country. And so all the producers and writers I know are struggling, and they're not.
And my job, just everything's taken over by AI. Except the funny part is I was in the data center org when I got laid off.
Okay.
Which that is a growth org, but I'm not sad about it. I feel so much better in life. Even with like crippling financial worries, I feel so much better in life not working for that company. Like, hands down.
Absolutely.
I might end up in a van by a river. And
so
I'm like, that's...
I will have to say that last year is how I ended up living out of a car and being nomadic, basically. For almost 5 months. And
there's communities starting over that now.
This is what's interesting, is that you love, so just for a little background, during my nomadic period last year, and I went to see this woman in England because she's now engaged to a British man and living part-time.
Third time is a charm.
Well, and she's also obviously trying to escape Trump and the United States. So good on you. But when I went to visit you, I thought it was interesting your thoughts on like a communal kind of lifestyle, which I'm so not about because I like being solo. But I think it's interesting because you tapping in.
It's popping up more and more.
I've seen it
all over the world. I think that's how Gen X is going to retire, because we will all be too broke because the boomers didn't die and they didn't quit.
That's true.
They won't go away.
Although according to millennials and zennials, like Gen X are the last generation that'll own homes and be like self-sufficient.
We're not going to own homes and shit. We're going to have to sell them all.
I'm going to end up
there will be no jobs.
I know. Considering my retirement is zapping away.
We met at a writers' conference.
We did. We met at the ECRW Seattle Writers Conference.
The
romance writers, because back then I wrote the romance. I don't write romance anymore.
Either.
I'm really reading. I do love rom-coms. I still love rom-coms. I
like the older rom-coms.
I like romantic suspense. I love romantic. Give me murder and sex.
I want like complete non-reality. I want dragon shifters. I want like
we're so different.
I want
it's like our lives are parallel, and yet what we like
wolf shifters.
So
anything shape.
Tell me shit like that, and I'm like, I'm sort of intimidated, but also fascinated. I want to know, how does sex work with these? It's interesting to have so many things in common and so many things different. Mm-hmm. And that's what I love about being friends. And I feel like that's my 40s for sure.
I feel like I've always had like one or two people, and then it's just like around, and then a few on the outskirts. I don't have many acquaintances because it's exhausting for me. So I don't
you find that you're just getting rid of people though as you get older?
Oh yeah, that just because I can't. There's so much I emotionally cannot tolerate anymore, and I don't know if that's like
exactly
midlife, menopause, concussion. Nervous breakdown, nervous system regulation, healing. Like, my fascia's off. Like, I don't know what that is.
Didn't hear any of it.
Like, it's too much. It's too much. Everything gets rated on an emotional scale now for me. And so much of my emotional regulation is just compartmentalizing news. And living and being in the US, and I think that is so sad also terrifying, but just so small rant. The thing that really bothers me, because I've been thinking about this a lot, is just like, he's taking joy away. There's just no, you have to work to manufacture joy. I'm not saying it's gone, but he's taken it, and you have to go.
I think part of that, don't you feel like part of that though, I mean, okay, so the election didn't work out, but I do think that the joy was a big part of Kamala's thing, and everybody was feeling it, and then to have it go away and then go so terribly male.
Just normal joy of just being able to be in your life and letting something happen and being in the moment enough to just go like, I'm happy because I'm spending so much time. Like, there's a whole narrator in my head now.
Yeah.
That is there all the time. And it's just a matter of how easily suppressed can I get it to go quiet, to just be like, you are just a human creature in the world, and you're allowed to look at the sun, feel the sun, don't think about the fact, like, it's...
I feel like I also witnessed how the pandemic era affected your children, and they were they were teenagers, and they were just becoming teenagers,
like tweens and early teen,
and so, and that's happened to a lot of my friends, and I feel like that has a big effect on our midlife, because you in particular, my other girlfriends out there who have younger or teens who are really affected, all kids, I mean even the young ones, not going to elementary school, can you even imagine? I can't.
Yeah, kids having to graduate through that.
My nieces had to, and I kind of worry, like I feel bad, like, you know, one of them, she missed her whole graduation, my younger niece, because of COVID. So you kind of, it's like all the things that they miss out on, how does that echo down the road? Because everything...
I've been saying this since the very start of it, because when COVID started, I was in sales and services at Microsoft. Business was booming. We were digital transformation, like I was working, we were all working. I remember we were all
Zooming as girlfriends, and you would be with the headset on, working from your headquarters at home.
All the articles started talking about, so we went through like 2.5 years of what, I don't have sources, they're just in my brain from reading it, like about 2.5 years of digital transformation in 6 months.